Hello and a very good morning to all our viewers out there. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18 and I'm Sriya Kundu, here to take you through all the top stories from across the nation and around the world. Well, as the Congress government continues to face criticism for imposing conditions on its poll guarantees, Karnataka Chief Minister Siddaramaiah is all set to launch Shakti scheme across the state, which aims to provide free bus rides to women. Now, the Shakti scheme is one of the 5 guarantees that was promised by the Congress in their election manifesto. Both Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivkumar will be launching the scheme in front of the Vidhan Sudha today. Both are expected to board a state bus to Kempegowda bus station, Bangalore, where they are likely to be seen distributing Shakti female passengers. And CM Siddaramaiah has directed all Congress MLAs and ministers to launch Shakti scheme in their constituencies and jurisdictions. Well, CNN News 18's Ridhima Bhatnagar spoke to a panel of guests on the politics over Congress's government poll guarantees. Listen in to what they had to say.
I want to understand, it's only been a month since the Congress came into power in Karnataka, and I said this at the start of the show. Voters voted you for the promises that you made, essentially the big 5 guarantees. 1 month down the line, what is the priority of the Congress party? Is it the guarantees that you wanted to fulfill for the voters, or is the priority of the Congress today to just undo everything that was done in the previous regime?
Good evening. The priority of the Congress government is very clear. We promised them a corruption-free government. We also said how the 40% corruption by the BJP government has been detrimental to the state of Karnataka. So every decision that was taken by the BJP government in the last 12 months will have to be reviewed.
Okay.
And if there is a necessity to put a stop to some of these works that were sanctioned, then that needs to be reviewed and put a stop to it. At the same time, if you notice the workings of Congress government, we have started delivering all the 5 promises that was promised to the state of Karnataka. In fact, tomorrow we are launching the free red bus for the women of Karnataka. So all the 5 promises and other manifesto promises also is being delivered. But at the same time, we need to ensure a transparent government. We need to ensure if there was corruption, then those decisions should be reviewed.
No, but Lavanya, there are 2 things that you're talking about. One, of course, you're speaking about as far as the implementation of the guarantees is concerned. Now, I don't want to get into the specifics of that, but that also has come under a lot of scrutiny, specifically because of the kind of conditions that are now the Congress party is speaking about, specifically as far as the Gruhalakshmi scheme and others are concerned. But keeping that aside, I just want to understand, let's take the hijab row, for example, because that's also currently under the scan. And this is what Dinesh Gundurao has spoken to us here at News 18 as well. That is something that actually reached the top court. It reached the Supreme Court and the verdict came from there. So are we now questioning the authenticity of the verdicts that have come from the top court as well? Because I thought this was just differences as far as the BJP is concerned.
Could you please repeat or play the audio bite of what Mr. Gundurao has said, especially only about the hijab row, please? Because as far as I am aware, he's spoken about certain decisions that were taken by the BJP government, like, giving the property in Devanahalli, which was about 400 crores worth, to about 50 crores to the RSS organization. I know he's spoken about that. I'm not aware of what you're talking about, the hijab row that Mr. Gundurao has spoken. I would like to understand that before I comment about it. So because I'm not aware of him making any comment about hijab.
I'm just quoting the question that was asked by a reporter was, will you also look at issues as far as the hijab and the halal row concerned? Is it a possibility that these could be overturned as well? The answer given to him was, yes, these issues will also be looked into if needed, possibly overturned as well.
He's saying, yes, the issues will be looked into, and if there is a necessity after review that it has to be overturned, then the decision will be taken. He's not spoken specifically about the hijab issue.
No, the question was specifically asked as far as the hijab and the halal row was concerned. The RSS land was a separate issue that was asked by the reporter. The hijab and the halal issue was spoken about as well. So I'm essentially just trying to understand, 1 month down the line, what is the priority as far as the Congress government is concerned?
You asked me this question in the beginning. You said, is it delivering the promises or is it reviewing the previous government's decisions? And I've made it very clear, we will be doing both and we are doing both.
Okay. Madhu Rao, let me bring you also in the conversation. The Congress is saying we are now in power. It's our prerogative to take a look as far as the report card of what was done in the past and also what more needs to be done. This is all about transparency. Why is the BJP making it political?
I mean, I must have said several times, I think this government having got 136 seats is most rattled, perturbed and confused, mainly over the guarantee issues, because they are not able to deliver those. And it is just a deflectionary tactics by the Congress party. Of course, they are at best at. Now, why was all this required in the first place? That's simply because they are not able to deliver on the promises what they have made on the 5 guarantees. As simple as that. Now, look at what is happening. The left hand does not know what the right hand is doing in the Congress. Our minister says, Mr. Venkatesh says, why should we slaughter only buffaloes? We should slaughter also the cows. And another person comes and says, we will take over the lands. And another person comes and says, we will overhaul the textbooks. I mean, see, the point is only so much. They are playing for the galleries, for sure. It is an appeasement politics.
Okay.
The methodology adopted by the Congress party is when they are not able to perform, when they are not able to answer certain things, then they will deflect over other issues, which they are best doing at. Why was all this required at this point of time? My question is only simple. And suppose they're asking for a land allotment which is done to Sangh or RSS.
Okay.
I would ask the Congress party, please take up the Anwar Malipadi report also. Please take up Kempanna Commission report also. Do from 1947. What about the Waqf properties? Who are all the congressmen who are involved?
Okay.
Please do it. Instead of concentrating on governance issues, I think the Congress party is confused. Therefore, they're best in diverting the issues. Therefore, they're best doing that. I mean, I'm really surprised within a month. You look at what has happened. 2.89 per unit electricity.
Lavanya, quick rebuttal. Is this just a diversionary tactic because the Congress is unable to deliver on the promises that they made? And then I want to bring in our other guests as well.
Yeah, well, we have been delivering the promises, and I don't know if the BJP spokesperson lives in Karnataka or not, because if you notice, tomorrow we are delivering the 5th promise of the free bus travel for the women, and it is our duty when we are in governance, well administration, to make sure that if there has been corruption committed on the state of Karnataka, to set the record right. It is our duty, and we do it.
Okay.
And we should be doing that.
Why have you put
Madhu Rao, let her finish her point. No, let's not speak over one against each other. Ratan Shada, I want to bring you also in the conversation. Another point that is under the scrutiny as far as the Congress is concerned is land that has been allotted to affiliates of the RSS. They feel that favoritism has been done and we want to take a look at it, and everything is being done transparently. Now, this comes, of course, 24 hours later after that entire controversy of a chapter over Hegrewar, the founder of the RSS. How do you see the move by the Congress?
Well, Congress has this new Congress that is now under is so full of vendetta that they will try to do whatever to somehow show their vote bank that they are strict against RSS. This has been done in MP, this has been done in Rajasthan earlier on. And let me remind them, RSS is not an illegal organization like PFR, their affiliate SDPI with whom they have friendship and they have indirect alliances. RSS is a legal organization. Its affiliates are legal organizations. They have a right to conduct various programs and also run schools and whatever they're doing because they're all doing for good of the country. They follow law. They follow constitution. This kind of threat is only empty. For 70 years after independence, RSS has been establishing, growing in multiple ways against very animosity-filled Congress governments and secular governments. Nehru tried his best to crush it. Indiraji tried her lot. Finally, she relented that she had done something wrong. Okay. Not only that, in 1975, maximum number of volunteers, 80% were from RSS. They tried their community possibly could not do anything. So this effort to crush RSS is nothing new. And they had given up, unfortunately, Rahul Gandhi, JNU kind of friends who believe that this is the only way to RSS. They cannot, because grown despite all of the opposition for 70 years.
Okay.
Before 2000, when they talk about these issues, have they taken such strong action against PFI? No. Did they not tie up with SDPI? Yes, they did. Directly, indirectly. This is all trying to play to the gallery. And
Okay.
RSS will fight its way. They have tried this game also. This did not succeed. And as if the RSS has, robbed some land or something. No, you give land to all the organizations,
Yeah.
registered organizations. So some registered organizations may have received in Delhi or Karnataka anywhere. And there are RSS affiliated organizations in Karnataka running for 50 years, 30 years, 50 years. Balal doesn't know this.
Okay, so Ratan
they
Shahada
have
is saying
deep
this is
roots.
just
You're
vendetta
this cheap
politics.
gimmickry
This
of
is
trying to
cheap
take away land
gimmickry.
will
This
not
is
stop
vendetta
anything.
politics. Are you comparing the RSS to the PFI? I'll let Lavanya respond to that in just a bit, but I want to bring in BS Arun also in the
And they did not
conversation.
take any action against PFI and
Okay.
SDPI, I remember.
Yes,
SDPI
yes.
is their indirect alliance partner.
Okay, Ratan Shahada, point taken.
We have to see how that plays out in Karnataka today as the day progresses. But for now, we are shifting focus to Maharashtra, wherein on the 25th anniversary of the Nationalist Congress Party, NCPO Supremo Sharad Pawar announced Supriya Sule and Praful Patel as working presidents of the party. Now, interestingly, the announcement was made in the presence of Pawar's nephew and NCP leader Ajit Pawar. Now, Ajit Pawar being the working president of the party, Supriya Sule will be taking charge of the states of Maharashtra, Punjab and Haryana, while Praful Patel will handle the states of Goa, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan. Now, with responsibility of Maharashtra given to Supriya Sule, Pawar has also dropped hint that Supriya could be the next NCP chief. This announcement has come almost after a month when Pawar stepped down as NCP's top boss, after which a party panel rejected his resignation and urged him to continue as the party chief.
हमारे हाथ में चुनाव के लिए एक साल है, एक साल से भी कम है। हम सब जगह पहुंच नहीं सकते और इसीलिए काम डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करके लोगों के साथियों के ऊपर जिम्मेदारी देने की आवश्यकता थी और इसीलिए पिछले 2 महीने से हम लोग आपस में ये डिस्कस कर रहे थे कि वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट ये हो और देश की साइज देखने के बाद ये एक ही नहीं तो दो वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट और उनको कम से कम 4 से 6 स्टेट इसकी जिम्मेदारी देकर कुछ स्थिति में सुधार आएगा।
आज शरद पवार साहेबांनी अतिशय महत्वाचा निर्णय घेतला आणि त्यांनी कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष म्हणून प्रफुल्लभाई पटेल, त्याचबरोबर दुसऱ्या कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष म्हणून सुप्रियाताई सुळे यांच्यावर ही जबाबदारी दिली आणि दोघांवरही अनेक राज्याची जबाबदारी अलग अलग दिली। दोघंही अतिशय अनुभवी आहेत। प्रफुल्लभाई पटेल यांचा सुद्धा राज्यसभेमध्ये लोकसभेमध्ये अनेक वर्षाचा अनुभव आहे। सुप्रियाताईंचा सुद्धा लोकसभेमध्ये अनेक वर्षाचा अनुभव आहे। त्याच्यामुळे या दोन्ही नेत्याला जी अनेक राज्याची विभागून जी जबाबदारी दिली त्याच्यामुळे राष्ट्रवादी काँग्रेस पक्ष वाढण्यासाठी संपूर्ण भारतामध्ये अनेक राज्यामध्ये एक चांगल्या पद्धतीने मदत होईल।
प्रफुल्ल पटेल आणि सुप्रियाताई सुळे या दोघांना कार्याध्यक्ष म्हणून राष्ट्रीय स्तरावर नेमणूक झाल्याबद्दल मी मनपूर्वक त्यांना त्यांचं अभिनंदन करतो। या दोघांच्या बरोबर इतर जे राष्ट्रीय सचिव आहेत त्यांनाही वेगळ्या राज्यांची जबाबदारी देण्यात आलेली आहे।
उनके पार्टी के अंतर्गत ये मामला है और मुझे लगता है कि उनके पार्टी के अंतर्गत मामले में हमने बहुत ज़्यादा हस्तक्षेप करना ये अच्छी बात नहीं है और कार्याध्यक्ष प्रफुल्ल पटेल और सुप्रियाताई को बनाए, उनको हमारी शुभकामनाएं।
श्रीमान शरद पवार जी, उनके दल का कौन कार्यकारी अध्यक्ष बनेगा ये सारा उनके दल का निजी फैसला है, हम उस पर टिप्पणी नहीं करेंगे। पर जहां तक राष्ट्रवादी दल के कार्यकर्ताओं की बात है, उनके मन में कहीं ना कहीं श्रीमान अजित पवार जी को महत्वपूर्ण पद सौंपा जाएगा इस प्रकार की अपेक्षा थी। पर पुनः एक बार यह बात सामने आई कि जब चुनने की बारी आई तो पिता ने अपने पुत्री को चुना और अजीत दादा के साथ पुनः एक बार अन्याय कर दिया।
Now we're shifting focus to West Bengal, wherein we've been tracking the disturbances that have been taking place there. A day after Congress worker was killed in West Bengal, incidents of violence have been reported and allegations of intimidation continued on Saturday, which was the second day of filing of nomination papers for the Panchayat polls in the state. Now, the opposition in the state is demanding central forces in every way. BJP and Congress reached the court on this demand and the hearing will take place on Monday. A TMC leader was arrested with arms yesterday. Meanwhile, the state governor CV Ananda Bose has said that polls will be conducted fairly and freely and violence shall not be tolerated at any cost.
Panchayat elections will be conducted in a free and fair manner. Violence will not be tolerated at any cost. Today, the State Election Commissioner had a meeting with me. All steps will be taken to see that elections are conducted in a free and fair manner. Thank you.
कल ऑलरेडी एक कांग्रेस के समर्थक का मर्डर हो चुका है। क्यों मर्डर हुआ? अब तृणमूल कांग्रेस को आप पूछिए कि मर्डर क्यों हुआ। तो अगर पश्चिम बंगाल की लॉ एंड ऑर्डर सिचुएशन सही है तो क्यों मर्डर होते? इलेक्शन की शुरुआत में ही सेंट्रल फोर्सेस का डिप्लॉयमेंट होना चाहिए। दूसरी जो बात है, हमने जो पॉइंट्स उनसे जो मांग रखी है कि नो कॉन्टेक्चुअल स्टाफ शुड बी एंगेज इन इलेक्शन प्रोसीड्यूर। सीसीटीवी का इम्प्लीमेंटेशन होना चाहिए, सीसीटीवी का इंस्टॉलेशन होना चाहिए बूथ के अंदर जैसे होता है, और उसके साथ साथ काउंटिंग हॉल में।
This is the start. We knew, we had repeatedly said that we wanted central force. How can you depend on this police force, West Bengal police force? They can't maintain a simple law and order situation in West Bengal. They are Mamta's police. They are completely biased. How can we have such a huge, polling process based on the West Bengal police? We have demanded today again that we want central force. But again, if this election is being done by the state police, then you be ready. There'll be hundreds of people who will die. And moreover, TMC guys are going to die because they have been infighting.
हमने साफ हमारा लीडर, हमारा सुप्रीमो ममता जी और अभिषेक जी, ऑल इंडिया जनरल सेक्रेटरी, क्लियर करके हम लोग बता दिया कि हम लोग पूरा पीसफुल डेमोक्रेटिक वे से इलेक्शन चाहते हैं, क्योंकि डेवलपमेंट बहुत हुआ। वो डेवलपमेंट के आधार में ये इलेक्शन होगा। अगर हमारा कोई लीडर, पहले तो हमका ये अपील है, ये सीपीएम, भाजपा और कांग्रेस जो प्रोवोकेशन देगा, क्योंकि वो डाइवर्ट करने चाहेंगे इश्यूज, उनका पास कैंडिडेट नहीं है।
पंचायत चुनाव घोषणा होने से 2-3 महीना से पहले से ही एक भय का वातावरण बनाया जा रहा था। जगह जगह बम मिल रहा है, पिस्टल बंदूक मिल रहा है, गोली चल रही है, कई मर्डर भी हो गई है। और नॉमिनेशन शुरू होते ही पहले दिन से ही खून खराबा शुरू, मर्डर हुआ है कल एक, और कई लोग घायल हुए, गोली चली, जगह जगह मारपीट हुई। सरकारी व्यवस्था ठीक नहीं है, फॉर्म नहीं मिल रहा है नॉमिनेशन का। और आज से दूसरा दिन फिर वही है, और जो गड़बड़ कर रहे थे उनको पकड़ा तो उनके पास से पिस्तौल मिला, वो टीएमसी के लीडर है। तो इसमें ये साफ है कि टीएमसी जानबूझ करके झमेला कर रहा है, भय का वातावरण बना रहा है, मारपीट कर रहा है। सारा एंटी सोशल लोग इसको कंट्रोल कर रहे हैं।
We shall now slip into a quick break, but do stay with us for more news and updates as we bring you back here, right here on CNN News 18.
वो विपक्ष के पास जा रहे हैं तो विपक्ष तो ये सवाल करेगा।
Congress workers staged protests outside the office of the West Bengal State Election Commission in Kolkata over the murder of the alleged party worker in Khargram in Murshidabad. This comes at a time when BJP also claimed that its candidates are being threatened for filing nominations by the TMC. Union Minister Giriraj Singh has called Nathuram Godse the son of India, sparking a massive controversy. Giriraj said that Godse was born in India and wasn't an invader like Aurangzeb or Babur. Opposition parties, the Congress, the JDU have slammed the BJP over this statement.
अगर गांधी के हत्यारा हैं तो गोडसे भारत के सपूत भी हैं, वहीं भारत में ही पैदा लिया है। औरंगजेब और बाबर की तरह आक्रांता नहीं है, और जिसको बाबर का औलाद कहलाने में खुशी महसूस होता है, वो कम से कम भारत माता का सही सपूत नहीं हो सकता।
जो मंशा है बीजेपी की, बीजेपी तो उस समय स्वतंत्रता की लड़ाई में तो शामिल नहीं हुई थी, तो बीजेपी तो थी नहीं वहाँ, ठीक है ना, आरएसएस ही केवल थी। लेकिन बीजेपी की मंशा तो वही आरएसएस की मंशा है ना। तो जो आरएसएस गांधी जी के साथ नहीं चले, जो आरएसएस अंग्रेज़ों के साथ उन्होंने समझौता किया, और अंग्रेज़ को ये जाकर कहा कि हम आपकी मदद करेंगे, वो आरएसएस कैसे मान सकता है गांधी जी को? तो ये जो मानसिकता है, जो सोच है, ये वही सोच है जो गांधी जी के आचरणों के खिलाफ है, और इसी सोच के साथ ही ये अपनी राजनीति कर रहे हैं।
गोडसे जैसा व्यक्ति अगर भारत माँ का बेटा होने का कोई दावा कर रहे हैं, तो चंबल के डकैत भी भारत माँ का बेटा, बीरप्पन भी।
Welcome back. You're watching the morning news on CNN News 18, and now we're shifting our focus to the northeast, wherein as northeastern state of Manipur continues to witness violence and internet shutdown, the MLAs of the Kuki community will be flying to Delhi today, and wherein the Prime Minister Narendra Modi and Union Home Minister will be meeting them to discuss the issues of their community. Now, their visit comes after Home Minister visited the violence-affected state and took a stock of the situation and met riot-affected victims. Now, an order has been issued by Home Commissioner T. Ranjit Singh, which states that there is apprehension that some antisocial elements might use social media extensively for transmission of images, hate speech and hate video messages, which might have some serious repercussions for the law and order situation in Manipur. Hence, it has been decided to further extend the ban on internet until the 15th of June.
I met Honorable Chief Minister, his cabinet colleagues, our party leaders. Whatever I have learned during the day or whatever discussion I have during the day, I report the same to Honorable Union Home Minister. But this time I met mainly Honorable Chief Minister, our party colleague, and other civil society organization. I could not meet any Kuki leaders today. Actually, I should have come little earlier itself, but because incident happened, thereafter Union Home Minister came, I was feeling little guilty that I have not come during the last 1 month.
हमारे असम के चीफ मिनिस्टर हेमंत बिस्वा जी, उसको बातचीत जो हम करके आया है, डिस्कशन मतलब मीटिंग करके आया है कि यहाँ पे जो चल रहे हैं 3 मई से जो घटना हुई है, अभी तक हम थोड़ा सा प्रॉब्लम सॉल्व करने के लिए भारत सरकार और मणिपुर सरकार ने जो कर रही है, और धीरे धीरे भी अभी शांति होने जा रहे हैं, इसमें और ज़्यादा जल्दी शांति हो जाए, इसके बारे में हम डिस्कशन किया है।
एक्चुअली अभी जो मणिपुर में जो सिचुएशन अभी जो आ रहा है, सच बोले तो कुकी लोगों का मतलब जो हमारे ज़माने से हमारे मतलब फोर फादर्स के साथ इन लोगों के साथ रहा है, जो नॉर्मली जो कुकी लोग इधर पे जो रहता है, वो लोगों का तो कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, उन लोगों का तो इसमें कोई शामिल नहीं है। सच बोले तो इसका जो मिलिटेंट्स लोग है, कुकी का जो मिलिटेंट्स लोग है, मेन प्रॉब्लम वही है। पिता का हम एक ही मतलब भाई बहन है, हम एक जो क्लाउड मतलब जो है ना स्काई जो है उसके नीचे में हम जब रहता है तो हम सबके बीच में जो झगड़ा हो जाता है वो झगड़ा नहीं करना चाहिए.
Now we're moving on to some news from the international sphere, wherein the fallout from a racist texting scandal within the Antioch, California Police Department continues. Now, a widespread investigation into the department has found offensive texts from officers, wherein the investigation has also found evidences of other alleged wrongdoings, including possible civil rights violations against suspects and other members of the community. On Friday, a judge ruled that the DA's office must turn over all information regarding racial bias obtained from the FBI's investigation.
When it comes to the racist texting scandal involving the Antioch Police Department, only a small fraction of the evidence has been released until now.
This is the first instance of a judge ruling any amount of disclosure of material beyond the summary reports is warranted.
Evan Kulik represents one of the men singled out by Antioch police in the text chains. Kulik says up till now, the defense attorneys only have the 2 redacted summary reports put out by the Contra Costa County District Attorney's Office. But on Friday, a judge ruled that the DA's office must turn over all information regarding racial bias obtained from the FBI's investigation.
In order to fully litigate the Racial Justice Act challenge here, we need the entirety of the materials, the downloads from those phones and the reports of analysis.
Carmela Carmagno represents Cherion Pugh, who was also named by police in the text. She filed a motion in April under the new California Racial Justice Act, which allows a person charged or convicted of a crime to challenge racial bias in their case.
In another update, California Governor Gavin Newsom has pitched the 28th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. He has said that this amendment would enshrine into law gun safety regulations. Now, the amendment will include universal background checks and age restrictions for gun safety. If this amendment gets implemented, it would raise the firearm purchase age to 21. This will also institute a firearm purchase waiting period and bar the civilian purchase of assault weapons.
Half Moon Bay, San Jose, Gilroy. Just a few cities impacted by devastating mass shootings in the Bay Area in the past few years. Governor Gavin Newsom says prayers for those affected are not enough. He wants action.
So today, I'm proposing the 28th Amendment to the United States Constitution to do just that.
If approved, Governor Newsom says the 28th Amendment would require universal background checks, raise the firearm purchase age to 21, institute a firearm purchase waiting period, and bar the civilian purchase of assault weapons.
This will guarantee states as well the ability to enact common sense gun safety laws while leaving the Second Amendment intact.
This announcement was quickly met with criticism. California Assembly Republican leader James Gallagher said in a statement in part, Newsom's proposal is a poorly thought out attention-seeking stunt. The Citizens Committee for the Right to Keep and Bear Arms said meanwhile, if he truly respected this nation's tradition of private gun ownership, he wouldn't attack it by pushing this nonsense. In Santa Clara County, however, District Attorney Jeff Rosen said this could be a step in the right direction.
That's it for the segment. Thank you for watching. But for all other news and updates through the day, do stay tuned to CNN News 18.